Third.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I brought my homegirls here on a brand new, exciting episode of Lonely Corner Radio. I am your host, Gato, aka The Bitch. And I'm here, like I said, with my homegirls. Ladies, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Thottie. I'm hanging out. I'm really high right now. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
a better experience. That's fine. You're in your own home.
You're
You're allowed to be high in your own home.
We're all grown.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. We're all
Also,
grown,
we're from
so
California.
You know how it goes.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
you make me want to
Exactly.
get
That's what
high.
I told you guys.
I might.
Exactly. People.
You know, you're not
I'm
high
sorry?
unless you tell at least 2 other people that you're high.
Yeah, you gotta let them know.
You gotta let them know.
Exactly, man. Plus, it's legal, so we can do it. So people cannot rat on us.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean, I think my
rats?
spouse gets mad if I do it too often, and I feel like that's probably understandable. There was one time where I was home alone and I took an edible, and then like we had to do a bunch of errands, and I was just like, "Oh shit, he can't know that I'm high right now." And we got like mod pizza and we went to the mall to do some errands. It was great.
Mud pizza.
And the entire time I was
didn't
just
know.
like, I need to just ride this high out, and that high lasted like 7 hours.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck. I'm trying to get on you.
That's when I was a baby. That's when like I could eat a whole edible and not know what to do. I know better now.
She knows better now. That's great.
Yeah. I haven't eaten a whole
Nice.
edible in like a long time. Yeah. One time I ate an edible that had this chemical called CBN, and like I hallucinated that I was like watching myself in third person, and then after that I was just like, I'm not trying this shit anymore.
Oh my
Ew,
god.
fuck this shit, dude.
Yeah. That was scary. That was like an actual drug. I don't know.
That's funny. I don't know about that. They're genetically engineering this weed, man. It's all just...
GMO.
It's all
weed.
getting crazier and crazier. Yeah!
Yeah, we're gonna have like the movement where there's just like, oh, you have to like get your farm raised weed because like this one's got GMOs and it's bad for you or whatever. It's gonna happen.
You know what I mean? Like at this point, it's like, yeah, some of it's like real shit and it's grown, but at the same time, yeah, they're gonna put like some GMO shit that's gonna like fuck up with like my routine or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna affect everything. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but legalizing weed in California, it's been a wild ride, man.
Yeah, it is. It's very
Yeah, man.
cool. Very.
Remember when we, I don't know about you guys, but the second they were like, oh yeah, if you tell them you have anxiety, then you can get a medical marijuana card. I was just like, pshoo!
Quew.
I was like, yeah, I got anxiety for sure. Or everyone had anxiety.
I used it for my tendonitis and it like really helped. That my shoulder doesn't hurt anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so shit works, dude. I don't know. It's good.
Oh,
For like pain.
it do work.
It works. It's a really good drug for that sort of thing. Like no hating.
Yeah, man. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm having a good time.
Is this the weed episode?
I know, right?
Weed the episode. You gotta introduce yourself.
Is there
Oh,
weed?
what? I
Weed
didn't
slut?
introduce my.
You introduced your habits, but not yourself. How dare!
Because Thottie said that she was high, and then I just wanted to have a conversation with her about the industry.
That's funny.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
I'm Cheeb. I currently have the vibrating rose that Thottie gave me on my desk, like literally right here. I don't know.
Oh,
looking
hell yeah.
at it.
I got that.
It's
And I'm
a
just-
sexy episode. I should have said something about my sex toys. Dang.
Yeah, I'm. Don't worry. I got you. I filled it in.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got the segue in, baby. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna carry this whole podcast. Don't you worry.
Oh no.
opening a
Wow,
rose.
rude.
That's wild.
It's home decor.
You just have it out?
Yeah, it's literally. Do you want me to send you guys a Snapchat of it? Like,
Please, actually.
It's like collecting dust on the desk, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna use it." Oh shit!
Oh shit, it's dusty, truly dusted off.
Yeah, just dust. I have the sink. This is a master suite, dude. I have a desk right next to my bed, and I could just
Nice.
walk over to the sink. Like, life is so
Nice.
good, dude. Life is good.
Life is good.
Hold on. I'll send you guys. Hold on. You guys don't believe me.
I
I mean,
got,
I
like
believe
a
you, but
packer
it's-
right by my desk.
You have
Oh,
a
you
what?
have the pack?
I'm sorry, Yeah, got the packer.
Oh yeah. Have you used the packer?
I got them that too.
Oh, I have to like get like the pouch with it because if I have it just bare on the top of my cooch, it hurts.
Oh yeah. Oh, that sucks.
I didn't get you powder. I forgot. That's what I forgot to get you. Fuck.
Like it chives on the top, so I'm like, nah, I can pose with it and it looks sick, but I can't just have it by itself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like going out with it, I can't.
Get a little cornstarch on it.
Or like baby powder, you think that works too?
I mean, yeah, but you're not supposed to put you're not supposed to put baby powder near your cooch because it's
Oh,
gives you cancer.
oh yeah.
Remember? Everything gives you fucking
Yeah,
cancer,
yeah.
dude. Oh shit.
California ingredients, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. Wait. Can you explain to the audience what a packer is and how you obtained one?
So a packer, it's like a fake dick, and you can put it in your underwear or like on your pouch and everything, and it pretty much just gives the aesthetic of like having like a toolie on you. That's the aesthetic. But I got it because my homegirl got that discount from her old job, gave it to me. And that's pretty much how she was like, "Hey, you want a packer, dude?" And I was like, "Yeah, this color." Like, "Okay, yeah, this one." And that was that. You know what I mean? And I was just sitting right by my desk on my nightstand, just chilling in the bag.
That's great. I love it.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad I can do this for
Yeah.
you guys.
Hell yeah. Thank you for your service, Queen.
Oh.
Appreciate that.
Now I'm laughing at Cheeb with their rose just in view.
Yeah.
Did you guys use it? You said you used it already, right? Yeah, never mind. You did. You did, and then you said exactly what I said was wrong with the rose.
Sometimes I just have to get the demon out and move on with my life. You know, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just
I mean, it's extremely good at getting the demon out real quick. Just immediately.
Exactly.
Some
would say too quick.
It's great for period cramps.
Oh, it
Sometimes
is.
I'm
Yeah.
not-
Oh my god.
Sometimes I'm not feeling romantic in period cramps. I just need the demon out and to feel better for a couple of seconds before the painkillers kick
funny.
in. What? You don't do that?
Yeah.
What?
No,
Are you guys
no. I'm not saying that I don't. No. It's not.
Don't cast the first stone at me.
It's not that I don't do that. It's just funny that I didn't think of that because I was like, no one likes this. It's fucking. It goes too fast. I'm trying to like hang out when I masturbate, and then you said you use it for period cramps, and I was like, oh yeah, you would want that done real quick.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, yeah, man. If you were still in the
that's so
sex
fucking
store,
smart.
I'd be like, that's a good selling point. Like, when you got your period
That is a good.
cramps.
That's what I'm mad at. Actually, I was like, that would have been perfect.
It would have been.
I mean, not that I had a hard time selling those. I was a very good salesperson.
Yeah, they're big on TikTok.
Queen seller right here.
Queen seller. Yeah, man. I used to get what is it? They used to do like little contests. If you sold the most of like a certain product, I would always win.
Oh.
And then what was the prize? Like a free dilly?
Sometimes, a lot of the times it'll be like from a brand. So they'll either send you free stuff or they'll give you like an Amazon gift card or like some kind of gift card, depending on how much you sold. So that shit was dope.
Hell yeah, we love to see it. That's
Hell
sick.
Yeah.
When the market started to die, or when inflation hit, they stopped giving us money. I was so mad. They're like, here's some free shit. And I'm like, I don't want free shit from Sensuva. I hate Sensuva. Sensuva is a brand of... Sorry. Anyway.
Yeah. It's cool that they gave you, like, Amazon gift cards and then they, like, killed your sexuality. It's the trade-off.
Yeah. It's the trade-off. I got free dishes. It's okay. It's getting back. It's getting back. It's fine.
I'm glad.
All thanks to fan fiction.
Oh, what kind of fan fiction are you into these days?
Oh man,
I'll be reading, man.
What's your healing journey like? Can you feel
what's my
again?
Yeah, I can feel horny again.
Is your clit dead?
Yeah.
It's not. No, man, that Red Dead Redemption fan fiction, it's got me back in the saddle.
Get it?
Yeah.
I see what you did there. That's what's up. Ooh. Love to see it.
Yeah, man, I love fan fiction.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask a really stupid question. You guys gotta not laugh at me.
Okay.
Like, when you read fanfic, do you jerk off or do you just enjoy the feeling of being horny?
It can go either way
for me personally. Yeah, for me personally, it's like it warms me up. I like that feeling, and then like it's enough to like get me like in the mood, like stimulate me enough, you know what I mean? And then that way when I just like rub one out, like it's just in and out type shit, like I'm already, buttered up at that point. So that does help. And sometimes it's okay just to like feel, turned on and then just kind of move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like that's how I am. I just like to read it for like the stimulation, and like I don't jerk off or anything to it. I was like, this is nice. Because there are like a lot of porn comics, because erotica, I suppose, and like I don't rub one out to them. I just like them. They're just, I'll read them in the public train, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes like sex is fun, but like also this like the feeling of like just being turned on before the act starts is also really fun for me too. Mm-hmm. So that's what I get when I read the erotica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought I was gonna be the odd one out.
The build up.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not jerking off, bro?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, damn, are they all jerking off? Because I just read that throughout the day and then don't jerk off for like months on end.
Yeah, I always wondered that. I was just like, are you guys all jerking off while you're reading this stuff? How can you focus?
Nah.
I'm reading right now.
Yeah, I'm reading, and then plus it's like, what if the next part gets good? Mm-hmm. Like, let me just keep
you gotta keep reading.
You know what I mean?
Gotta keep going.
Because then what if...
Gotta keep reading the story, dude.
Yeah, because then what if I rub one and then I'm done, and then I keep reading and it's more spicier than the page that helped me get off, and it's gonna get me frustrated.
It's like, I'm gonna jerk off to this one.
Like, I
gotta wait till I recover. Oh. Exactly, man. I gotta go do shit. That sucks.
I got shit to do. Fuck, I gotta get back up from my break. I gotta clock back in.
I gotta clock back in. Yeah. Fuck, dude. That's frustrating. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll only jerk off if it's like, if I read it and I'm like, damn, that's real good. Or if it's like, words. I only jerk off if I've already read it and I know what's happening next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how you focus.
That makes more sense.
And you put your phone on the
That's
stand.
how you focus.
Thottie's telling us how the real ones do it.
how the OGs, how the day ones.
Like how we just revealed a bunch of jerking off.
I know
We're grown.
we're just sitting
We're
in
just
it.
talking about jerking off. Just girl things.
Have y'all bitches ever flicked the bean?
I didn't learn how to do it until I was in my mid-20s.
Really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Don't ask me that.
I was like,
wait.
in middle school.
I was like Gato's age.
Holy shit. I mean, hey, nothing wrong, man. As long as you know how your body works now, then that's all that really matters. You know what I'm saying?
All the porn I watch had dicks in it. I don't know how to jerk off with lady parts. I know how to jerk off with dick. And then I'd be like, dude,
That's
I wish I had a dick. That seems like fucking OP, dude. I want a dick.
How are you?
Easier.
Oh my god, dude. It's the envy experience.
Yeah, it
I
seems
gotta
so
agree.
easy.
Yeah, man. I don't. What is it? Okay, I guess revealing more TMI, but we already talked about our jerk off fucking habits. I don't do it, but like I have an obsession with anal. And I think it's because the only thing that I ever really watched or like read was gay porn.
Oh.
Because I'm like nothing else.
I see.
Nothing else seems appealing except for that. But I know that other things are because I haven't done anal. Because I still read gay erotica.
I read the fucking gay shit from Japan, dude. It is not PC.
Oh, it surely is not.
It's not aged well.
No, you were showing me, what was the one? I think we just talked about, all of your businessmen one. I'm like, these men are being assaulted.
Yeah, it's like literally an uneven power structure. Like they're usually fucking in order to like go up get promotions and stuff. It's like sexual assault, like literally in the workplace.
Literally in the workplace. Come on, man. If I wanted to read about imbalance of power, I would have read a straight erotica.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man.
love me my businessman. I liked Playboy Amore. I liked the one I mentioned last time, which was Love Prize in My Viewfinder. It's Yakuza, but he wears a suit, so it counts.
It counts.
Sex Pistol. It counts.
I said being a gang member is a business, they would say.
Yeah. I'd say. And then there was another Playboy Amore. I already said that one. Sex Pistols was a name of a yaoi, but like they would like turn into their zodiac animals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe there's someone in the audience where they just like, oh shit, and like it's all coming back to.
Oh wow!
I also really liked. I think it was called Swordfish. It was about these two prisoners that were gonna escape prison. I remember that one was one of my favorite ones. One of the only yaoi mangas where it has a black protagonist.
Oh.
Yeah.
That actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up. I enjoy the ones where they're in jail.
Yeah. I guess that was like because the show Oz was out. I guess that's why it was like really popular with Japanese yaoi artists, is that they just really like the American TV show Oz.
That's fun.
Yeah, because I would read the how do you say the mangaka comments, and she was just like, "Oh, I'm really looking forward to the next season of Oz, guys." And I'm just like, "Oh, good for you."
Cute. That's fun.
Gosh, I think those are like the big ones that I really remember and really enjoyed. I know, and then there was like also the OVAs, like Boku no Sexual Harassment and that stuff. Gosh, I remember I was watching one with Gato where it's like two policemen that go on vacation together and it's not straight.
Oh, I love that.
Which one was that one? Hold on.
I think it's called Faked or something. One. It's like from the 80s. I remember we were watching it on YouTube.
Is it the one with the long music video and then they look at each other and they go, yeah. Is it that one?
No, that's different. That's not a yaoi.
Oh. They're not. That's not a yaoi.
Not a yaoi.
What do you mean?
That's Cypher the animation or something, maybe.
Yeah, I think that was the one. Yeah, it like had like a commentary afterwards on how it was made, and it was like a VHS at one point or something like that because it was that old.
Yeah, that's like an old manga from like the 80s, and that's just like an OVA made for the fans. It's really good. You can find it all on YouTube. It has like copyrighted American music because it takes place in America, and there's like two brothers that share a bed. It's that same Udon High School fucking bullshit, dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was a yaoi. I thought it was like on that what were the twins' names called? Hikaru and
Kaoru.
And Kaoru, yeah, I thought it was on that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Those characters must have taken inspiration from that manga.
They probably, dude. I can see that for sure. That's like it's a crazy one. I remember I read this one yuri where it was like two sisters that it was revealed in the end that there were two sisters like who were like in love with each other, but they didn't do nothing like crazy, like nothing sexual, but it was just like a lot of fluff. Whoa. And I thought like, oh, this is cute, like finally something wholesome. And then they revealed that they're like sisters, and I was like, oh, fuck that shit, dude. I got frustrated. I'm sorry.
It's like,
this is so annoying. They loved.
I can't have shit.
Don't.
Oh yeah, what were your favorite?
Sneak that shit in there.
Yeah. What were your favorite Yuri mangas, or were you really into yaoi also? Because I know you kind of like yaoi, but not as much as I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
There was some Yuri that I really liked. Some of them, one of them was like an adaptation. They adapted to an anime. Mm-hmm. I think they made a manga of it first before they put that on there, but it was pretty much. It was called Kanazuki no Miku, but that one had like a rough ending. They ended up surviving, but like one of the girls lost her memories, so like they lost the memories that they had when they were like lovers type shit. So that I think that's really sad, in my opinion.
Wait, are all Yuri's tragedies?
A lot of
lesbians can't live.
Girl on girl, lesbians can't live. Otherwise, it's like if they do, they're like horrible cheaters and they go back to their husbands type shit, or they just died or lost their memory. It was something along those lines. I was really frustrated and upset, but it was really great that the fan fictions was there. So like, yeah, that's what I remember. There was like this one fluff that was called I think Girlfriends. It was only a manga, and that one was really like cutesy. It was like these two girls that like are like, oh, I think I love you, but like, what the hell, I'm not gay. And the other girl was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then she's like, no, wait, I am gay. Come back. And then they ended up being together.
What? Gay? The fuck?
I'm not gay. Wait a minute. Wait. But there was just like one yaoi. I'm trying to remember the name. It was like this guy. He was like a twink, and he cross-dressed as a girl for like his films, and he became famous for it. And then one of his co-stars was a dude who was just like, oh, I love that girl that I used to act with. What was her name? And then they grew up, and then he realized like, oh, you're a dude? What? Oh, wait, I can get around this. And the other guy's just like, what the hell? But they ended up, being together eventually. But I keep forgetting the name of that one. But that was like the only few yaois that I liked. The other ones was just like some wild shit. Like fucking, I was like, oh, this is like sick.
Papa to Kiss in the Dark has aged poorly.
I haven't seen that one. What? I remember it was a JoJo Romantica. That was the one yaoi? Where I was just like, oh, decent. And then looking back, I'm like, oh, fuck, no, this is horrible.
Yeah, JoJo Romantica also has the same thing where it's just like someone who is clearly an adult being predatory towards a teenager, and then like being very controlling of their life because they're afraid that like they're gonna cheat on them.
Yeah, and as a teenager, you don't realize how bad it is. You just think like, oh, that's cool. Like this older cool guy like wants him. That's like sick. And then now as an adult, you're like, where was the police?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm calling the police. I'm snitching. I'm sorry.
Yeah, along with Papa to Kiss in the Dark, which, like, it's all in the fucking name. There were some questionable yaois that I have no idea how they got made, dude. Everyone knows the famous, what is it, Boku no Pico? What is it called?
It was the Wild West.
Boku no Pico, that was the name. Everybody in high school was just like, hey, there's this cool anime, you should watch it. And then you watched it, like, that's how they would troll you.
You used to be able to find it on YouTube, man.
Yeah, YouTube was really the Wild West. And, yeah, that pop-up, scary pop-up videos and all that shit. But anyways, yeah, Yaoi was...
And there was this one called Enzai, I think, and I remember I was watching it and, like, I stopped midway through because I was like, this shit's illegal.
Yeah, a lot, unfortunately. I don't know how they bypass it. Like, the laws are insane out there. I don't know.
It was, like, very plot-heavy. It was about
I think it's because it's not real.
Yeah, that's true, but, like, even as a child, not a child, as, like, as a teenager watching it, it was, like, about, like, this kid and, like, around the French Revolution who gets jailed by like, wrongfully. He gets jailed wrongfully, and then he gets, like, gang raped by, all of the prisoners, and then there's, like, a prison guard that also, and I'm just like, this isn't nice.
Yeah, I also remember not being able to stomach that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly the one I'm talking
I do, no, because there was, like, websites dedicated to yaoi porn, and I was like, ooh, let's see these, and on there was Boku no Pico and the one that you're talking about, and both of those, I was like, maybe I don't watch yaoi, actually. Maybe I don't like Japan.
Maybe I hate yaoi.
That's why I went with businessmen, because they're old enough. Businessmen are old enough to fuck, dude.
That's true.
There's no problems
you know
there.
What? That's a valid point.
Except when they're cheating.
It's okay if they're cheating. Yeah,
except when they're cheating.
That's at work.
That's at work?
Oh my
god.
It's fine, whatever.
How dare, dude.
Bro, he's cheating to put food on the table. It's fine.
It's fine. I'll just be the degenerate that is okay
His
with
cock pays the bills. I remember y'all were saying about like this like when fan fiction's gone wrong, like with like when they harass like the creators of the actual creation because of like one mishap. I remember y'all were saying something about that.
Oh yeah, shippers are.
Yeah, shippers.
Shippers are a breed of their own. There's recently been, like, this sort of outcry. There's, like, anti-shippers. What is it called? Antis?
Anti? Like anti?
Anti-hentai,
yeah.
Am I right?
Like anti.
No, they're, Oh, gosh. It's escaping me right now. I'm looking really uncool right now. Yeah, they're just called anti-shippers, aren't they?
Is what you're talking about. Those are the ones that are...
Oh, pro-shippers and anti-shippers.
Because they're called pro-shippers because they're like pro all the ships.
Yeah, because they're just like, it's okay to have like big age gaps or like abusive relationships or fine or whatever because it's all fake, it's all fan fiction. And then they're the antis that are just like, bro, they're like moralizing pornography. I mean, it's not pornography, it's erotica. But, you know, like, incest and, like, big age gaps and all of that was, like, pretty commonplace in, like, fan fiction for, like, a very, very long time. Like, it almost felt like a competition to be, like, who can write, like, the most fucked up piece of erotica. Just like Enzai, where it's just, like, who can make the most, like, eye-catching. Because, like, it's an attention economy. Like, you want to catch people's attention. So you're gonna, like, write about, like, the most crazy, deranged things in order to get eyes on, like, your art. And so after a while, people were like, you know what? This isn't okay. Like, people are gonna start normalizing these relationship dynamics, which I think is silly. Personally, in my opinion, I think that's, like, a silly conclusion to come into. Because it's like, bro, it's cartoon characters fucking, you guys. I don't know. I guess maybe it's the same with, like, porn raw, is, like, you're exposed to, like, these dynamics over and over again that you might start to internalize them. but like it got to the point where like people were taking it very, very seriously, and they were reporting like child pornography on like these artists. And what ended up happening with that is that they ended up like wasting a lot of like people's time, because they would report it to like the actual authorities and be like, yeah, this artist draws they draw like pedophilic content, and like to the people of like of those organizations, like they're there to help real life children, not fictional cartoon children. Like they don't really have like any sort of like jurisdiction over that. That's not the fight that they're fighting for.
The Yaoi task force.
They're not the Yaoi or like the fan fiction like censorship council. They're there to like help real children who are in like real danger. And so what ended up happening is like they were just wasting a lot of people's time with that. But like I do agree that I also don't like seeing that content, but I think that's a case of like curating your experience. I feel like if they could prove that the people who are making this content are engaging in that behavior, that would have been different. But that wasn't what was happening.
Yeah, people are also pretty like trigger happy with that with calling someone a pedophile as well. They're like, you aged up the Powerpuff Girls, you're a pedophile. It's like, bro, chill. They're aged up.
Yeah, they like toss that word around.
It is weird.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I try my best to stay away from it because it's like I like the art and such, but then like when people take it a step too far, I don't know, I lose my shit. Like unless if you like in the case of the Powerpuff Girls, like if you age up, if you don't, like if you age up the characters, and it's kind of odd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely
in the
weird.
erotic sense. You know what I'm saying?
A side eye for sure.
The fucking Powerpuff Girls thing. You guys unlocked a memory. Do you guys remember the artist Bleedman?
No.
Bleedman, no.
Right. So Bleedman was famous because he had like two doujins. He had like two fan comics of like Cartoon Network properties. He had the Powerpuff Girls doujinshi, and he had like a Billy and Mandy one where like he would just like mash a bunch of like Cartoon Network properties together and like made it anime.
I do remember.
And I remember, I don't remember what the names. I only remember the Powerpuff Girls doujinshi. No, that's not how you pronounce it.
The fan comic.
Yeah, the fan comic, but in Japanese. And then he had another Billy and Mandy one where like Mandy did 9/11. So I think if you Google Billy from Billy and Mandy did 9/11, you'll find that comic.
That is so 2000s.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I remember this artist got in hot water with their fan base because they like drew themselves having sex with the Powerpuff Girls, and they were just like, "You're a fucking creepy pedophile weirdo."
I mean, my knee-jerk reaction is that they're a weird, creepy pedophile weirdo. TBH.
Yeah, this was a long time ago, so like I don't know where that piece of art is anymore.
I mean, but like I don't know if you're grown, like if you're like 30s and stuff, and
no, yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
it is weird to be the age you are now, and then what's it called? Crush on like a new IP that's a kid. That's no, like yeah, you're weird.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna report you to the police yet.
Yeah, not until you've done something, but
not until you've done something. What I'm saying is people are like, I agree, but also people are feral.
Yeah, I mean,
people are feral, and then I don't know. At some point, it's like if they keep on making that kind of content, then I would like for the FBI to check their hard drive,
just in case.
Yeah,
please.
I mean, there has been.
That's what they're doing. Yeah,
I don't
go ahead,
think it's happened with like fandom spaces, but I know that like in the furry fandom, like there have been like sexual, like legitimate sexual deviants that have been reported to the police after a leak. So I mean, it does happen. I don't know how to call like the furry fandom a fandom space because it's like their own original characters, but like there has been situations like that where it's like a genuine predator is online and like trying to distribute like content like that.
Yeah, and it's just I feel like it fucks up everything altogether. You know what I'm saying? Because as is, furries already have a pretty hard rep, and so then when you have cases like that, pop up, it's like fuck, dude.
Yeah, and I'm not naming any names, but like if you're in the furry fandom, like you've heard of like these individuals that were like into like sado like bestiality and stuff. And, yeah, there was one like really big. I don't know. Do we just want to do like a drama thing? We just talk about bad actors. I don't know. But like there was a case like years and years ago of like this one individual who I think it was a YouTuber or something in the furry fandom, and like their Telegram chats got leaked and they found out that they were into like some fucked up shit. So yeah. But like at that point, like they had like actual photo evidence of like them doing this stuff. It wasn't drawn. It was like actionable things. So like I don't know what happened at that point. Because like when we talk about like the old internet, people were just openly like predatory on the internet, and like there would be like chat logs and things, and there were people who were dedicated to like archiving these things in order to build a case against them. Because when it comes to like these sorts of delicate issues, like you need to have like a shit ton of evidence for anyone of like authority to do anything. So in the old internet, these were things that happened. But I feel like we're living in an internet that's a lot more censored than it was back then.
Oh yeah. I have not seen a beheading video since.
Yeah, you just don't used to
knock on wood.
Yeah, please.
Twitter
you just see them. You used to just be going about your day online, and then there's a video like that, fucking bathtub girl and stuff.
Man. You would be chilling in the computer lab when you were in school, and then some edgelord was like, "Oh, you want to see something?" And it's like a cartel beheading, in the worst way possible, and you have to go back home to do your homework. And how do you talk to your parents about that? You really can't. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I hope. So in a way, it's kind of good that at least hopefully this generation, future generations on the internet will not be as prone to get exposed to that kind of shit, or like like Lemon Party. Meat spin and all that shit.
Don't let them Google it. Stop.
I'll bleep it out. I'll be like, beep,
there's some real boomer shit we're going over, dude.
This is how we're telling our ages. Like, you can tell we're out of this generation.
We're here like, you guys ever heard of Blue Waffle?
Blue Waffle has been effectively radicalized. You could Google that and you're safe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, back in the day... You were done. Especially on the family computer. Oh man.
Don't Google Roblox Twitter.
I want to
Don't Google Roblox Twitter.
Fucking do it, bitch. Do it right now.
Let's see. A lot of the ones that you guys are naming off, like, I luckily had not seen. I hadn't even seen Two Girls, One Cup, and that was the big thing.
Well, yeah, that was the big thing, huh?
Thank God.
It was Rotten.com was really big at that time.
Live Leak, Rotten. I remember, or like Best Score, because like I don't know, it's kids in school, man. Like, I don't know. I have like a tendency to like attract wild people. I'm a really nice, approachable person, so people are just like, Gato, you're really cool. I want to hang out with you. Look at this video, and it's like someone getting ran over, and it's like blood and guts on the floor. But I don't know.
I remember going to stickdeath.com. When I was young.
Stick Death. I remember that too.
Yeah, you never did Stick Death? It was like these animations where it's like the blue stick people and like the green stick people, and I guess like the green stick people stood for like whatever minority the creator hated at that time, and the blue stick people would like brutally destroy the green stick people.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just little animations, and there was games, and there was music videos, and they were all like very violent.
You don't remember, like, Territory Wars?
Mm-mm.
It was like stick. Yeah, it was like I think it was on Stick Death or E Bombs, but it was like stick figures, and you would play with people, and just like it was like a.
Oh, it's like that Worms game.
Yeah. There you go. You throw grenades at them and
Yeah.
all that kind of thing, just to like whoever got there first.
Oh, someone archived it
yeah,
on
that was an
Tangle
error.
YouTube.
Yeah. There's a soundtrack to it. I think it was Territory Wars 2.
Nice.
It's really great. I love that one. Yeah. I might play it in the end. But yeah. The dang old websites, bro. Yeah. Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna drop some stick death archival. Since Thottie's too young.
I'm not too young.
She
I'm
wasn't one of the
27.
real ones.
I don't think I was chronically online at the time, maybe. Or to be honest, I think I was strictly on fanfiction.net. I have a problem.
That might have been better.
Yeah,
That's
I know. I'm
good,
thinking about
thank
it,
God.
looking at all this violence and stuff. I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. What? I think I'm fucked up because I went through a BDSM phase. Everyone goes through a BDSM phase. The whole fucking country went through a BDSM phase.
Yeah, that was weird. I also thought that I'd be into it, and now I'm just like, seems like it's just like male power structure bullshit. Nah.
Exactly. I'm like, wow, how kinky. You like to hit women.
Wow.
Good for you. Wow, so
Wow.
original.
Wow.
So kinky. Wow.
Dude, there's someone who's into that kink and they're just like, bro, it's not about that. It's like about consent and like,
Bro,
it's
shut
like
the
not
fuck
the
up.
people I've met, lol.
They're gonna send me death threats when they're gonna be like, I'll tell you what. And they're gonna be like typing angrily.
I'll tell you what, it's a lifestyle, okay? I love my sub. I'm like, shut up. She's not a sandwich.
I'll have you know.
I'll have you know that I've had several. How does it go?
Oh, I have you know, I've served in several wars. Oh, wait, where is it?
And numerous, right?
There it is.
And the Navy SEALs. I'm gonna get that on my page. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. So, did you guys have an emo phase back in the day?
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
like a goth new metal phase. I listened to some
So, like-
industrial, I think.
Yeah, dude. I used to go. So, like, there was a site called Quizilla.
I
so I
love
know where I'm old.
Quizilla.
Love
Everyone went on
Quizilla.
Quizilla.
Yeah.
Me and all my homies loved Quizilla.
Me, I love Quizilla. Yeah, I used to read like the emo fan fiction, and there was some where it was like girl on girl. It was like the forbidden love, where it's like the emo girl and the preppy girl, and they like love, but they're like different sides. One's emo, and the other one's like preppy. Like they shop in Hollister and Abercrombie, and you can't be with the emo girl,
was
and you're
a girl,
gay in the 2000s.
And she was a girl. Could I make it any more obvious?
Yes, yeah,
She was a
dude.
skater girl. She said, "See you later, boy."
See you later, boy. Or girl. Yeah, dude, that's what I was into. Oh my god, it's all coming back to me, and they're talking about all these old websites. Because I was big in emo, and I was like,
Hell
oh,
yeah.
when will I get my preppy GF? Oh, shit. Oh my god. I'm cringing so
No, I remember emo boys kissing was a big thing. I remember I'd
Dude,
seen
yeah,
fuck
that.
dude.
off.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fuck off.
Yeah, like
That's 100% on my search for YouTube.
emo boys kissing. Yeah, exactly.
Emo boys kissing. Yep. Dude, I feel like, oh my god. I'm thinking about it and I'm like, did I just watch all of the porn that was on YouTube? Do y'all remember? I don't know if you saw it. If you looked up emo boys kissing, you definitely saw the porn where they're in the fucking bathroom stall.
The bathroom stall?
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You gotta drop
I think
the
I
link,
might
dude.
remember.
We all gotta watch it together
not there
as a
anymore.
I'm
bonding
not gonna
activity.
drop the link so I could put in
It's
the
bad. They're
description.
just
girl
Yeah,
shit.
man, you can't just leave us hanging like that. Real hot girl shit.
It's just frottage. Who cares? And in the oh my god, and in the end, one of them leaves and they're like, "I'll never forget you."
What?
Oh.
I'd never forget that time I got railed in the bathroom stall.
Yeah, not even railed. Just
Is
fucking made out
Just
and
like making out
rubbed against each
hard.
other.
Wow.
It's so fucking funny. Or like, or
I-
he said, "Don't forget about me" or something like that. I was like, "Bitch, shut the fuck." How do I not remember anything else in
Making
my
out.
childhood?
Do you remember
Doesn't you
emo
remember
boys
that?
kissing?
I remember emo boys kissing.
Emo boys kissing. Like, emo boys fucking to MCR type.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
That's
So-
oh no, that's the new search results.
Bro, it's so funny. I feel like the emo community was like such a, I don't want to call it a breeding ground. What's the word? It was like such a space. It was like a space for like young questioning LGBT youth, but the music was really, really misogynistic. Like,
Emo music,
Yeah.
misogynistic.
yeah, because
Some
it would
of
always
it.
be like, oh, this girl broke my heart and she went out with the Chad and I'm gonna kill the Chad.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean that shit, like the whiny incel
Yeah,
music, like
yeah.
why you gotta chat and not to me.
There was a little
I
bit
play
of that.
guitar.
I mean,
Oh my god.
obviously not
And then,
all
like,
of it, you know.
Obviously, yeah, I know, but like, and then eventually, like years later, you find out like some band member was like a predator, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh man, that sucks, man. That's how I felt when I would like listen to Escape the Fate, the lead singer at that time, Ronnie something. Yeah, that dude's a piece of shit. Fuck him. But yeah. I remember like back in the day, girls were so obsessed, and they found out about that shit, and they were like, "Oh fuck, no, that's bad. Fuck him."
Yeah, a lot of the
Yeah,
the
man.
artists at that age were like really predatory, like Marilyn Manson and things. Like they were turned out to be just like
Oh, yeah.
awful,
Yeah.
abusive assholes.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah. And then people are like, but, like, how could he? And it's like a mountain of evidence. And then, I don't know, man. I hate when people defend just like any abuser and shit. That's what I fucking hate, man. That's the thing that I fucking
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh,
I had
man,
the
I could go for hours on.
I had the foresight even as a kid to like not get into like band fandoms. Like I'll listen to the music, but I don't know what they look like. I don't know what the people who
Same.
make the music look like.
Yeah, you never like read like MCR fanfiction.
No, I wasn't that big into. I was more of a new metal person, so I was more into like Linkin Park and like Disturbed and stuff.
You didn't read System of a Down fanfiction? Like,
No, the only thing I would read about like System of a Down was that I was really interested in like what their religious denominations were, and I don't even know why I cared so much.
That's really funny.
Catholic girl syndrome.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
I think one of them is Catholic, and then they were like all over the spectrum of like spiritualities, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, same. I was a big poser, so I don't know half of the emo bands that that these people are talking about. I only listen to MCR. And so
MCR
far,
good.
MCR good. I know. I saw Gerard Way. I saw him in a little skirt, and I was like, oh, okay. So he's still cool. All right, dope.
Geraldo Way. Yeah.
Geraldo
He has
Way.
nice legs, dude.
He does. He looks
He's
good.
Mexican in my heart. Yeah.
I like the flip flop
Yeah.
that he did because I don't know if you saw pictures of him before doing the MCR revival, but he looked just like a regular man. He looks like a regular
he's
comic
just a
book
dude.
man. He's just a dude.
Yeah, dude.
And then he came back
He'll
on
take
stage, and
pictures
I was
with
like,
fans.
whoa. What was that?
Yeah, wow. Oh, I was saying like he would take photos with fans, but like he would look like because he would pose so awkwardly, so it looked like he was meeting the fan instead of the
Yeah.
other way around. You know what I mean? Silly guy. I love him, man. I would
Love
die
that
for
dude.
him, man. MCR. Yeah.
I remember really
Love that
liking
dude.
Green Day, but that was like the year American Idiot came out, and like they won every music award.
Yeah.
I remember. I like.
Yeah, good for Green Day. They were in the industry for such a long time, and they got like their big breakout. I don't know if they still do music or not.
I don't know. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
I don't know
hear
either.
The end of it online, because yeah, they have a pretty big fan base.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gosh, being in high school and middle school was such a fucking experience, dude. I was just allowed to be online unsupervised. And I don't think I'm any better for it, to BH. It's such a chaotic
Same.
time.
Definitely not any smarter for it.
Yeah. I definitely could have used, I don't know, some extra Dude, if you're like a teenager listening to this and you're like mad at your parents because you have to go to karate, you need to shut the fuck up.
Seriously.
Yeah. I could have
love
really
to be able to
used
kick someone in the
like an
face.
extracurricular activity. Being on 4chan at 14 did me no favors. I just had to unlearn that shit. I wouldn't have to unlearn that shit as an adult if I never fucking learned it in the first place. So
yeah, man, if my parents put me in karate, maybe I would be showering consistently.
yeah. What? You did too? You were also a stinky teenager?
I'm also a stinky teenager. I'm a stinky adult right now. I'm sitting here. I don't have to leave my house to go to work. I'm like, girl, what am I doing? Stinky.
Dang.
Stinky.
Yeah, I also developed really bad hygiene habits from being terminally online. And we didn't even have TikTok. It wasn't even...
It rots your brain.
We weren't even online like 24/7 like teenagers are now, but like I adopted some very bad coping habits because of the communities I was part of. There was like some good communities I was part of. I would say that like the best communities that I was part of as a teenager were the role-playing communities, like I mentioned like earlier. The role-playing communities were really fun because it allowed me to have, like, you know, a creative outlet to express those feelings without, like, going out there and, like, doing it, and becoming a delinquent. Because, like, all of my characters were delinquents because I was just like, wouldn't it be so cool if I was a delinquent? But I was like a stinky teenager, so that wasn't gonna happen. And then probably the next best community I was part of was like a comic book community where we would like post, I mean, it was piracy, but we would like read comics together on a forum. And like I was exposed to a lot of like interesting like indie comics that way. And like those stories still resonate to me to this day. So like, I mean, it wasn't all bad. Because a lot of it was me, like, engaging with, like, fandom communities or, like, writing and talking to other creative people. And I feel like you don't get that as much in today's internet, where it's just, like, 5 major websites that you go to. I don't know. I have complicated feelings about being online.
Same.
Yeah, like, the internet has done wonders for us, like, over the years, but being on it for too long has proven time and time again that it can be really bad and just give you brain rot all in all. Like, even today, like, especially today, like, with, like, TikTok or, like, the algorithms that they put you on if you're, like, on YouTube or something. Like, for example, like, if you look up a workout video, like, let's say, like, how to perfect your form, and you just be watching those, the algorithm will eventually try to suggest that, like, hey, do you want to watch this video? And it's like of like a Tate compilation or like the Manosphere type shit, and then it sends you down a rabbit hole. But as an adult, you're just like, nah, I don't want that shit. But as a child, as a kid with their brain developing, that's how they end up getting warped in those kinds of circles. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazier where it's like algorithm driven, because these people, like the Nazis and like the super misogynistic people, like they existed in the old internet, but they had to try a lot harder, because they would infiltrate niche spaces such as the furry fandom, such as the whatever fandom, like whatever like niche fandom. They would like go into the forums and they would like would like always have like a Nazi avatar or something, and they would pretend to be like the chillest and coolest person there, and they would hope that people would DM them in hopes of being their friend, and then they would invite them onto another forum where they would become super radicalized. But that's a lot of steps. Like you have to sell yourself. Yeah, like you have to like infiltrate these spaces, find the forums, log in, like all of this stuff, hope not to get banned immediately, and you would hope to like reach some kind of audience and get them onto your platform. Whereas nowadays, it's like you watch, I don't know, a crafting video, and then suddenly you're being recommended turf content. By the algorithm. It used to be a lot different in like the old internet when everything was in its own forums.
Yeah, it wasn't that accessible. There was a lot of dog whistles that they would try to I mean, not to say they're eradicated completely, because even like something as simple as like TikTok, there's still dog whistles, but like back in those times, like it was, like Cheeb said, like it's they had to recruit one by one and then hopefully, reach their community and that sort of thing. But like these days, you just click on one thing and then you end up on a whole other, and it can send people to a dark path.
Yeah,
or
I mean? In the case of like 4chan, which I would browse a lot, like you would just have to have people willing to post the same thing over and over again to the point where it became propaganda.
Yeah.
And that took a lot more work.
Much.
Like, it was a lot more harder to, I mean, like, it happened, but it was, a whole system that would happen to, like, try to radicalize youth into their way of thinking, because they see, like, young people who are aimless, who, they want more from their life, but, like, they don't know what's wrong. So these people will come into these spaces and be like, hey, it's not you, it's, like, fucking women that are ruining your life or some shit. I don't know.
It's this other race here.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see like the evolution of like becoming radicalized, because in TikTok it's like more insidious, because they'll just recommend you like the same thing over and over again, and it's very much like 4chan, where like they'll get individuals to say the same phrase or whatever over and over again until you internalize it. So like TikTok is like a very effective tool for propaganda, I feel. And like, I've had to cut off TikTok. Me and TikTok aren't vibing right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, especially when it's like, those small, like, 10-second clips. Like, it's enough to get people, like, hooked. You know what I'm saying? Especially with our attention spans shrinking every second. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot.
I remember Nazis on DeviantArt.
Oh my god.
What?
There was Sonic Nazis.
Yeah, they're just like openly Nazi folk people on like DeviantArt.
Are you talking like back in the day or
back
like now?
in the day? I mean, I'm sure they're still there now, but like that was their whole tactic, is that they had to like play being this cool. Like what? One of like their tactics was that like they would like openly be a Nazi, they'd have like the avatar and everything, and then people would attack them, and then they'd be like, ooh, so woe is I'm being attacked for just being a cool guy. And then someone will be like, well, you are a cool guy, and they'd be like, cool, I'm gonna like fucking make you go on this forum, you're gonna see the same message over and over again, and then you're gonna be on my side, lol.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, and like as a child, like I saw it. Like as a teenager, I knew the game that they were playing. I don't know if teenagers today know the game that they're playing. I don't know if they know like the play rules or anything. I don't know if they know that they're being radicalized.
Eventually, but like when it's too late, unfortunately, you know what I mean?
Just don't get radicalized, guys.
Yeah, man.
Just don't do it.
I mean, it's
not that
like
hard
parents,
to see.
I feel like parents should just, get their kids off the fucking internet, you know what I mean?
See, put them in karate.
Yeah, put them in karate. Don't put an iPad in their phone,
Please.
in their hands. Take that shit, put them in karate, put them in swimming lessons, boxing, even just like having them skateboard
Take
outside.
them to the park.
Yeah, they like take them to the park, you know what I mean? Have them do parkour, anything, painting, drawing, making music, woodwork, anything to get them off of the internet, off the damn phone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
All our problems is because of that damn
rec
phone.
centers.
The damn phone. Yeah, there's this family that I work with, and like they're like super about art. They just like let their kid do like whatever art project they wish. And like the only type of YouTube he watches is like Lego or like anything that has to do with like building and creativity. So he only watches like tutorials about sculpting, and I'm just like, this kid's going places, dude.
Yeah.
Thank
You
God.
should
Bless his soul.
You should show him, if he likes like crafting videos, you should show him Craftsman. on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. Now this is just me giving you a suggestion because I love Craftsman.
Yeah, man. I want to get into craft. I've seen like a lot of people like older than me like trying to get into art and crafts because I think they've come to the realization that if they don't have a hobby, they will just be online all day.
Yeah. It's hard not to be.
Yeah, they need to realize their potential. That's more than just the internet, you know what I mean?
And it's like
make music.
this whole like influencer driven internet. It's like it's all marketing. It's all like trying to convince you that your life is bad and that they could sell you a product that will make it better. And it's like I feel like it's not as bad as like the internet that I grew up with, but like it's definitely not great because you know.
Yeah.
It's trying to like it's like, oh, your life sucks and I'm like a cool beautiful influencer and what you need is you need to buy all of these creams and all of these things and all these things that I'm selling to you that I personally recommend, but it's all branded content.
Yeah, like you don't need 20 moisturizers to like have clear skin. Like that's not how it works, you know what I'm saying?
And especially for like
Oh,
adults,
man.
it really sucks because it's just like it's stopping them from saving up money because like you know it's shopping is fun.
Consumers,
Yeah.
It's very
man.
fun.
It's fun.
Women be
As
shopping.
Like,
women?
yeah,
We'd be
women be
shopping.
shopping, turns out.
As a woman, I be shopping.
Me personally, I stays shopping.
Yeah, so it's
Like
like
they shopping. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they'd go broke over it, or they feel like they're too old to live up their dreams because the influencers convince them that if you're not making all this money or owning these businesses by the age of 24, you ain't shit and you're old, it's over, hang it up. And it's it leaves a bad impression for even just adults too, not just the kids, you know?
like the internet today has turned into a place where it forces you to feel unsatisfied with your life so that way it could sell you something.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people are like, they're doing like the de-influencer thing, which is still influencing. It's just like, bro, get offline. Just,
Yeah.
like, all of these platforms are designed specifically to advertise to you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Like, they're all designed to sell you something. And if they're not selling you something, then you're the product. They're data mining you.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Like, don't be trying all these products that these influencers are trying to give you, especially if it's a supplement. Like for me, like whenever I look up like workout tutorials, I get a whole bunch of like influencers on my TikTok and shit saying that, oh, you want to get the best workout, you want to get these big guns, you gotta try out these different pre-workouts and shit. And the thing is that, you know, as an adult, I know I can look these things up and I understand what my body can handle. But like as, you know, teenagers and such, like these influencers are grown adults, right? Trying to sell these products to teenagers, right? This caffeine powder, and then making them, you know, do this ridiculous shit where they'll do like a dry scooping challenge where they'll try to see how many dry scoops of protein, or not protein, pre-workout that they can put into their body. And they end up like, you know, hurting these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you end up having a high caffeine tolerance, or eventually your heart's gonna give out.
Yeah, haven't you noticed that all these fitness YouTubers, they're like, hey guys, we came out with a new pre-workout. It's my pre-workout. It's amazing. It's so, what is it called? All this shit free. It's all natural. And then like 9 months later, you find out they have cancer. Have you noticed that?
Or that you find out they end up using, or they you find out later on, like they get exposed for juicing, like using like steroids, and it gives these kids like, you know, body dysmorphia. You know what I'm saying? I see it time and time again. Like, oh man, like I worked out for 6 months and I wasn't as big as this guy who did this, you know, who was my size and then sized up in 6 months. But it's like, you have to understand that a lot of these people online are not genuine with what they actually put into their body. Oftentimes, not everybody, but oftentimes the biggest influencers are or used to juice. So they, you know, that's how they ended up being like, you know, super jacked. Not to say that everyone does, but there are a lot that, unfortunately aren't speaking the truth, or you know what I mean.
That doesn't
And
look good
so
for their brand. Is if
don't
they
feel
choose.
discouraged.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's why they have to lie and everything else to sell their products. So don't, especially if you're young, don't trip. Trust the process. You know what I mean? You don't gotta buy all their protein powder, the pre-workout, or any of their supplements, the pills and all of that. Nah, man. You ain't gotta do that. It's just they just want to get your money. That's all.
Everyone's built different. And then if we talk about it from like a marketing standpoint, like it's all branding. Like these people are probably getting like it's the same brand, it's the same manufacturers, it's just a different label.
Oh, right. Yeah. Especially the YouTube influencers.
With their name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, especially
They're
those.
not spending all this money for a micro celebrity.
Exactly. They're not. Exactly. They're not. That's the thing. The more you like learn and research, the better you'll feel about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trust the process. Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember like in elementary school they taught us about marketing. I have no idea if like teenagers these days are like being taught how advertising works, and I feel like that's really scary.
That is. Oh yeah.
Wait, you were taught marketing?
Yeah.
Wait, with what lessons?
Yeah,
like,
you never did like a whole like unit in like I think it was like 4th or 5th grade. We talked about how advertising works, and we talked about like the different. They were just like, oh, advertising that's influencers. So like if they have like a celebrity sponsorship, advertising that tries to sell you a problem that you don't have that their product fixes.
You learned that in 4th grade?
I remember learning it in like 4th or 5th grade. Like it was in our it was like in our literature textbooks. They talked about like how marketing works, and then they made us watch a documentary about like it was about MTV and how like MTV will like go out and like look for children who are popular, and then they will give these children like free clothes and stuff, so that way they could wear it, so their classmate will think that they're cool because of their clothes, but they were just influencers.
Yeah.
No,
but it was like a more roundabout way of doing it, but like influencers who appear to be like in your same I don't know how to say, like in your same peer group, that's always existed. There's always been companies that like will search out popular kids and then they will give them free stuff so that way their classmates will buy their product. Like this sort of marketing has existed since like before the internet blew up.
Damn.
So yeah, I've been wanting to find that documentary for real though, because I remember they talked about how like Mountain Dew or whoever was like sponsoring all of these club parties to get young people to like drink their drinks. It was a really interesting documentary, but I have no idea how to look for it.
I think Red Bull did that as well.
Yeah, it's just a common marketing thing. But yeah, it was just like a documentary on like how companies market to teenagers specifically. But this was like with the platform of MTV. Nowadays, like you have micro celebrities on like all of these other platforms, and like it's kind of outdated now because like who watches MTV anymore anyways? It's just reruns and shit.
Now MTV is the old fogey man that they used to make fun of.
Yeah, people used to think back in the day that MTV was the devil. And I'm just like, God, I wish we went back to that. God, like, I'll read, like, I remember, like, being in school and, like, reading, like, Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury is, like, a sci-fi author who's just like, TV is the devil. Everyone's brains is getting smaller because of TV. And I'm just like, God, I wished I lived in Ray Bradbury's world where he thinks TV is the worst thing that was coming. God, I wish I was still living in the time where people thought TV was bad. If only they knew how bad it really was.
I feel.
If only they knew. Yeah, dude. If only.
And they're just like, TV is bad for you. I'd have been better off if I watched TV 24/7 than if I was online 24/7, dude.
You want to be on TV 24/7? Do I have the app for you?
True. true, man.
I feel like I can't
Fuck,
even
dude.
sit down and watch a show anymore because my attention span is so small.
Dude, tell me about it. I have to have like 30,000 things going on.
I have to get really, really high to watch a TV or movie because then I physically can't move, like I'm
focus.
trapped. Like,
I have to watch Subway Surfers with my Family Guy.
yeah,
Hold on,
dude.
let's put on
It's to
Subway
that
Surfers. I
point.
can't hear what you're saying. God.
Yeah, man. Could you imagine, like, 20 years from now, they're just like, oh, they thought TikTok was the devil? Oh. And then something worse
Oh my
comes.
God.
Oh no.
It's like the metaverse or
Oh, yeah.
something, like twice. Everything's VR.
Mark
Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
It's getting to that point, man. The AIs and such, that shit's scary, man.
It is scary.
Bro,
I'm scared.
yeah. That's another way for people to lie to the masses.
What, AI?
AI, yeah, they finally,
Yeah.
it's been, like, advancing, like, super well, dude.
Yeah. Oh my God. I just got a like on my Instagram from from a quote unquote artist. I was so mad. I wanted to bully so freaking bad.
Oh, you should.
I should have.
I
I
encourage
clicked on
it.
their profile and I was like, this is stupidly good work for your follow base here, or for your following here. And then I was looking at it and I was like, these are real polished. What's going on here? And then I found one of their quote unquote drawings, and it was of people and they had hands. It was AI fucking art, dude. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here. And they like listed
Should have
the things that they use. They're like, this is my art. This is what I'm calling it. I should have bullied them. Tomatoes.
You should have been in their DMs like, you're a poser. You're a loser.
You're a loser. Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I should have. I should do that right now. Shit.
God.
Yeah, man. Fuck AI.
Fuck
man.
AI, dude.
What the?
Bro,
Yeah,
back in my day, it was just called plain Photoshop bombing. So
Yeah.
back in my day, like, there would be, like, these people who were trying to collect Patreon money by, like, stealing other people's art and, like, making it slightly different on Photoshop and, like, making their own, like, hodgepodge, like, individual art piece, and they would, like, be like, yeah, this is my art. But it was just, like, stolen pieces of art from, like, another artist, but, like, mixed around together collage-wise. And now they just streamlined the process with AI art. And I'm just like, wow, how the time flies by, dude.
Right? Now you don't even have to do any kind of work to plagiarize someone's art.
Yeah, back then you had to at least know how to use Photoshop.
Back then you had to at least trace believably. Goodness gracious. Remember when tracing was like the big thing? I feel like nowadays we're like, fuck it, go ahead and trace. At least you're not using AI.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Remember when we thought tracing was bad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you know we're old, dude. This is how we're really telling our ages right here.
I'm 27.
I'm 25.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Thottie can't peg.
I can't peg. I'm not allowed to. It's upsetting.
Oh, it's okay. You won't die if you can't peg your boyfriend.
I don't know about that one, man. How do you know? How do you know for sure?
How do you know for sure?
How do you know?
How do you know she's not dead
How do
inside?
you know?
It's like you have to save his life, but the only way you can do it is if you peg him, and he won't let you. What do? Gato, would you peg
Yeah, man.
your
Would you?
significant other?
I mean, technically, I have. It's just called fucking
It's called a strap.
for me. The strap. I don't know if I'll ever do anal. Like, maybe if, like, my future partner wants me to perform anal on them, that's cool, but I don't know if I could ever do it. Like, if it's the other way around, I don't know if I'll ever be able to open my back door, but we'll see. Life's unpredictable, you know what I'm saying?
We got a long life to live, man. Some people don't get kinky till they get
Yeah.
older, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, maybe one day. We'll see. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
of our best kinksters are our elders, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, just from, like, fanfics alone, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of it's written by, old-timers at this point.
Yeah, man.
Since we're talking
By
about
us old fogies.
Quizilla and all that shit.
We have to
the old
we have
school.
to respect our elders who've been fucking for a long, long time, dude.
Yeah, man, thank you for your service.
I wonder what kind of weird degenerate I'll be when I'm 50. You know? Looking forward to it. I'm sure I'll get into some trouble with it. You know, women in their 50s, they don't give a fuck anymore, dude. I love them.
They sure don't. I think you're gonna be like one of those old ladies on TikTok that like only gets hot men on their FYP.
Yeah, I think when I retire, I'm just gonna draw nudes all day. Like, what else am I doing? Like, why did I learn how to
Nice.
draw if not for me to be like a weird degenerate in my old age?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a problem for my grandkids to just be like, Grandma just drew all these fucking nudes, and like, I guess we could just have them out in the estate cell.
Imagine when you pass, dude, and they go to your estate cell and all they get to see is your fucking yaois in frames.
Yeah, man, I'll do it.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah.
I fucking love the male
Oh
form,
my
dude. I just draw
God.
cocks and men all day when I'm. That's my retirement plan. I'm just gonna do charcoal nudity.
Like cocks, dude, sculpting dicks, and all the people are gonna see all of your heart of cock.
Nice.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, that's great. We love to see it. Woo.
That's why you get a hobby. That's how you learn how to draw, so you could be fucking weird when you're old.
That's why you need hobbies, kids.
Yeah.
Everybody, get off the internet, man. Go out, draw, do art, make music, do something, man. That way when you're old, you get to just do that shit all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Have your whole collection surrounded by you, you know?
It's really sad. Like, you wouldn't believe, like, the type of patrons that we get where they're trying to learn how to paint after they retire, and they're just like, I just never thought it would be useful to learn how to paint, and now I want to learn at, like, 70. Like, that's sad, because it's just like, what did you do before?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't do art, and they're just like, I just worked. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, you gotta do something else
That
besides
sucks.
work and be online and buy things. You can't just be, like, an endless consumerist, because then your house is gonna get full of crap. My house is already full of crap, dude. There's nothing else I can buy. You know? Just gotta find something to do that isn't, like, buying shit or being online.
Yeah. Which is, at this point, the only thing that we can fucking do.
Yeah. It's
They're
just
like,
like,
we're
there's
getting
no
rid of
public
perks.
spaces in America,
Yeah.
you know? I guess, like, old folks, they go to bingo, and that's their third space.
I do enjoy bingo. Bingo's very
I
cool.
don't enjoy bingo.
Really?
I thought
You can do bingo
I
on your
went-
app. On your phone,
I did
excuse me.
bingo as a teenager. We went to, like, the bingo hall, and it was, like, the boringest experience ever. I was just,
What?
like, dabbing my friend with the daughter, because I was just like, dude, I'm, like, 14 and have ADHD. This is not gonna work out for me.
I see. I quite enjoy bingo. I think I have a different kind of ADHD where I just be focusing on these numbers.
I'll be focusing on
Yeah.
Tetris.
I do enjoy Tetris.
Yeah.
Repetitive tasks? Ugh. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I remember when I played Vice City back in the day, I would do the taxi missions so much because it was like the repetitive, like, fixation that I would get satisfactory.
Yeah, man, it's fun.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that, that wraps it up for today. Don't you think?
What was
I
the
know, it's like,
subject of this
what the
episode?
fuck
I
are you
forgot.
talking about?
We just ramble on. That's the whole beauty of just being here. It's just rambling with the homies, you know what I'm saying? We're rambling in the void, you know, either or, we're all having fun, you know what I'm
All right.
saying? I appreciate y'all's input 100%, man. This is great. I always have fun with this. This is great.
And it's just, we all have different experiences, and it's fun to share.
Yeah, man. Show and tell, dude. Show and tell. That's how I feel, man. Before we tap out, would y'all like to plug in your plugs?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I only have Instagram. It is at ThoughtCobell with a 0 and an E. Goddamn, I gotta figure out how to say it better. It should be tagged. I do take commissions. Hello, yes, hi. Follow me.
She's working on one right now.
I'm literally working on one right now. If you hear little tippy taps, it's me.
And it's due tomorrow.
And it's due tomorrow. Oh God. Work well under pressure. We'll draw anything. Here you go. Okay, cool. Thanks. Anyway. Almost anything.
Nice. About you, Cheeb.
You can find all of us at Haunts Are Us, the podcast that's haunted on Maine. Where, I mean, we also just talk about sex shit on there. What am I fucking kidding?
Just be talking. Not as graphically.
We'll talk about ghosts, and then they'll be like, "So how's your sex life going?"
Just, normal shit.
We're just all the dude from the room.
We all have fun, all the podcasts.
What was that?
Exactly.
I said we're all just that dude from the room. I said,
We
how
really
is your
are.
sex life?
Yeah, man, for real.
But yeah.
And then, yeah, that's it. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. This is Gato from Lonely Corner Radio signing out. Have fun. Be safe. I love you. And goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.